Bless me. Any more? Usually it's 3. No? Let's move on. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be having a bit of fun and doing another anti haul. So if you want to know what I am not going to be buying in the next month or so, stay tuned. The first thing I'm not going to be buying is the Beauty Bakery foundation. I mean, from the description I wasn't massively excited about it because it was like a full coverage matte, and that is the opposite of the type of foundations I go for. But then I watched a couple of reviews and that convinced me that it is definitely not something I want to try or get involved with because, you know, I watched Tati use it, I've watched Jackie Aino use it, who else is, I've watched a few reviews of makeup artists, much more experienced beauty gurus, use it and have absolute disasters. Now I know people are saying, and apparently Beauty Bakery themselves has said that you have to buy the oil, like the primer oil to put on to make that foundation work, and that the reason that those people had a hard time with the foundation is because they weren't using this oil. And I've seen a lot of people in their comments going, oh, they said you've got to use the oil to make it work. It's very thick, waterproof and proper fully waterproof and very quick drying, so like what's happening is they're putting it on and you can't move it, you can't blend it in. However, to me, and that's the counter argument here, a lot of people are saying, is that if you cannot use a foundation without this other product, it should be included. Like it should be sold in like a 2-pack with the foundation and the primer together. If it can't be used any other way with a normal primer, with any of the primers existing that you have, and that's a bit strange. And 2, then it really should be included with the foundation. But for me, I don't want to have to go and buy, I mean, you're essentially doubling your spend for the one product. So that's a bit frustrating. And if you don't like the primer oil, or you don't want to use it, or the ingredients don't agree with you, and it wipes out the foundation as well, it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense to me, and it kind of feels like maybe that's an excuse they came up with when they started seeing people weren't liking it, weren't getting on with it. Maybe they just went, oh, it's because you have to use the oil. I don't know. I don't like it. Next up, Laura Lee's Nudie Patootie eyeshadow palette. Now, I actually really like the look of this one. When I saw the pictures, I was like, ooh, because I don't have anything against Laura. She's not one of my all-time favourites that I watch every single video of hers on YouTube, but I do like her, and when she first brought her brand out with her first Cat's Pyjamas palette, I just was like, you know, it's fine, it's nice, but I do have similar palettes. I didn't feel the need to buy it. I also didn't feel it deserved like a trashing either. When I first saw the Nudie Patootie palette, actually those were my shades. It looked really, really nice. I was really interested in it, but again, I just can't quite get over the line with her products just yet. I've seen very mixed reviews. The Beauty Bay reviews are all over the place. I'm seeing really nice reviews on Instagram and really nice swatches, but because I just don't really feel like I need any more eyeshadow palettes right now, that's what's kind of stopping me running out and buying it. If I was in the market for an eyeshadow palette, I may well have picked it up, but it's just not exciting enough for me to buy it. The KKW perfume. I just feel like really confused. Like I mean, obviously what she's going for is just to get people talking about it, which clearly has phenomenally worked. It's definitely worked if that was the strategy. Everyone is talking about it, and of course Kim is not shy. We've all seen everything she's got to offer, so you know there's no shame in her game at all. Nothing, no problem with the female body. What a body, what a body. But my first thing when I saw that bottle was, if that was on my desk in my bedroom, the questions that are going to come from my 4-year-old, it's just not worth it. I mean, however it smells, which again, the other issue is you're never going to be able to smell it before it's arrived, and it may reek. Who knows? I've never been able to smell one of them before. I don't know. And I'm not a, you know, a perfumier to know from just reading the ingredients if I'm going to like it or not. So that's kind of what's stopping me. Also with anything, again, Kylie Cosmetics, KKW, all of those brands, I can't buy any of your stuff because you don't have a UK distributor, so I have to buy it from a website, I have to pay your shipping, and I then get absolutely ruined with import taxes and charges, so everything will cost me essentially double or more what I pay for it. So that in itself writes all of that stuff out for me. Next up, the Kat Von D Brow Pomades in all of the multi-colours. I wish I was artistic and daring and funky and creative and all of that stuff enough to be pulling off purple and blue eyebrows. But let's face it, I was a bit scared about wearing a peach lipstick today. So that's not gonna happen, is it? Fenty Pom Pom and the Fenty Body Lava. Now, the Body Lava just gives me, I mean, it looks amazing, don't get me wrong, but all I can think about whenever I see that is, unless I'm gonna buy the brush specifically to go with that or some other applicator to go with that, all I can think of is how much glitter is gonna be on my hands. Like, you know, when you're getting ready to go out and, you know, you're fake tanning or whatever with your glove, if you didn't wear a glove to put that on, the glitter on your, I mean, it'll be everywhere, it'll be all over your clothes, and I just can't think of anything but the mess when I see that stuff. I've got like the iconic Prep Set Glow spray, and I've got my Marc Jacobs Dewdrops and things like that that aren't quite as messy, aren't quite as glittery. I feel like I'm all right with those. I don't need any more glittery body stuff. And the fact that it doesn't dry down and it stays oily. I mean, if you have young children like I do and a huge horse-sized dog like I do with a lot of hair, you'll know that if you're going on an evening out somewhere, which is when you would wear the Body Lava, the second you come downstairs all dressed up ready to go, all of those people have to come and wipe themselves on you. Like your kids, they have to come and rub their face on you and kiss you and leave their snot in places. Dog, like, cannot stop following me around with his nose attached to me. So all of these people will be covered in glitter before I've left the house. I just can't imagine the scenes. The Pom Pom, I mean, if anyone else has the issue with cotton wool, again, that's all I can think of. When I see that thing, I wouldn't be able to touch it. Someone else would have to put it on me while I close my ears and my eyes, because it makes me feel funny. I just can't, I could never touch that thing. That is, no. It's too fuzzy, I can't touch it. I'm not buying anything from the JLo Inglot collection. I went on the website and it's the worst. I've never been on the Inglot website before, so I don't know if this is normal or if this is just an issue related to that collection. But I've never been more confused in my entire life than when I was trying to buy a lipstick and an eye pigment. Because the swatches, the very few minimal swatches I was able to find anywhere online had names, but on the website there was numbers, and it was so confusing, and the shipping was so much, it just fully put me off. I went on there fully expecting to get a couple of lipsticks and a couple of pigments. The prices are really quite high, the shipping is high, and I couldn't even figure out which ones it was that I wanted in the first place. So it just got too confusing and I gave up. The Physicians Formula face palettes, I won't be buying those. Not because I don't think they're going to be really good. I don't know how I get Physicians Formula in the UK. I really wanted to try their butter bronzer for a long time. I wanted to try their foundation, but I don't know that we can get it in the UK. There's certainly no websites that I've seen. I don't want to buy makeup off Amazon or eBay because it makes me nervous and I've had bad experiences. And my friends have had bad experiences. So yeah, unless Beauty Bay or Cult start stocking it, or somewhere like Debenhams start stocking it, I can't get hold of it. And I would love to try all that stuff. I really want to try their foundation. I really want to try their butter bronzer. I want to try some of their blushes. I think that's about it. And again, I would buy their face palettes, but where do I get it from? Where? Tell me, where do I get it from? And finally, the last thing on my anti-haul this month is the Morphe blush palettes. These are the really big ones with like is it 6 or 8 blushes in there. I just can't justify it. I'm sure they'll be really easy to use, really good value, all that kind of stuff. But it's a huge, big palette full of blushes. And I already have like 3 or 4 of those that I made myself, you know, like MAC palettes and Z palettes full of blushes coming out my ears. There's no shades in there that I haven't already got times 10 in my collection. So for me, that's just an easy pass. That is it. That is everything that I'm not going to be buying. I mean, again, I will say it again, hopefully this isn't everything that I'm not going to be buying, or I'll have had to move out of my house by the end of this month. But those are the main key things I won't be picking up this month. Please let me know down below what you are not interested in, what is a hard pass for you, what is an easy miss for you, and let each other know why in the comments down below. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe before you go so we can see each other again. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.